comment first. I believe, can you get me the sheet? I believe it was just Adam on for first comment. Come on down.
First comments? Are these just the first comments?
It came on the agenda, so anyone who wants to speak.
The other, okay. So you're the only one who's speaking now, everyone else is speaking later?
No, I think they're all speaking now.
Oh, they are, okay. And this is the latest?
So is that correct? Because someone made a motion that now it becomes part of the agenda and anyone can speak? Or did they have to wait till the second public comments period if it's
It wasn't
about
on the
this?
agenda. So I would say it's not printed on the agenda, so it can go at the second, if people want to talk about it, they can go in the second half.
Okay.
So you just took 2 hours in non-public about my contract, and you're going to tell me in my membership that they can't talk about it now?
No.
You
Yep.
guys just spent 2 hours in non-public on something that wasn't on the agenda, and we can't speak about it now.
So, yes. It's not on the agenda. We can go into non-public about things that are not on the agenda. We can address this at the second half. I'd like to get through all of the policies and the committees that have already done work this week because we have to keep the district going. We can listen to your comments at the end.
This is unbelievable. The negotiations of this contract were discussed at the January 6th, or the January 10th school board meeting. Is that correct? Are those minutes on the consent agenda?
Yep, and we have allowed that to work before, so continue on.
My name is Adam Marcoux. I'm president of the Nashua Teachers Union. I live at 4 Jalori Lane. I haven't spoken about Appendix I or Article 12.9 yet, as the proposal could seem self-serving, as currently I sit in the office of the presidency of the union. While I'm currently the president, I will not be there forever. This language is not about me, but the stability of my union moving forward and the future of that union. For members to elect the president they see fit, not who the board dictates by term limits that you have no business instituting on our contract. We've asked repeatedly for jurisdiction or justification on why removing Appendix I and reverting to 12.9. And each time we get a different answer from this board. You don't want to be the middleman anymore, meaning it is a significant burden to pay and run me through payroll. Then we had a problem, the retirement system would have a problem with it. Well, that's been debunked, and I am not the only president that currently is in the retirement system. So board members, when you're responding to the membership, I would appreciate if you gave them accurate information when you responded. Now the answer was they have a philosophical problem with it. Do you mean because we reimburse you 100%, which, by the way, since this whole thing went down, the invoice changed magically? Huh, interesting. I would add that you have repeatedly said that there are things that aren't being paid, and we said we would pay for them. Until this negotiations, no one has said anything other than what's in the invoice. So how am I supposed to pay for something that we don't have an invoice for? Do you randomly pay things without an invoice? I don't. Then the fourth thing, which is my favorite, by the way, the NTU president doesn't do any work for the Nashua School District. If you need a list of things, please refer to my colleagues behind me. But the core functions of my job are to enforce this contract, represent the membership. I sit on district committees. I meet with the superintendent weekly. And that doesn't mention the $5,000 check that I signed last week for N60 Hours of Hunger that feeds many of our students in this district. So those were the 4 reasons why to change it, and now we want to modify it to limit to how many years I've been in the district, or 10, whichever is shorter, is still interfering with the operations of this union. As the leader of the Nashua Teachers Union, I also bring information from my board of directors. At their meeting on January 26th, the Nashua Teachers Union Board of Directors took a vote of no confidence in the Board of Education negotiating team. And we asked that the full board dissolve that team, which clearly is not going to happen tonight, and that the full board settle this contract now. This has gone on way too long. It needs to end. We've been told that we haven't conceded on anything. The $2.3 million savings for the city in health insurance is a huge concession for the membership. The board submitted a new proposal on January 27th, reducing their salary offer, even though they accepted our proposal on January 6th at the table and through a press release, which basically said that we got everything we wanted except Appendix I. So what is it? Do we have an agreement or don't we? This is nothing more than negotiating in bad faith. Thus, the NTU has outright rejected this proposal and will consider taking legal action against the school district in the form of an unfair labor practice. We call on the Nashua Board of Education to withdraw their proposal regarding the NTU president and move forward to the ratification process with items agreed to previously at the table and on January 6th at mediation. Thank you.
Thank you.